Memorable 77th India's Independence Day celebration in Chicago, Illinois, USA, August 15, 2023. Indian tricolored flag was hoisted on time with pomp and pride. 76 years ago, back on 15 August 1947, India gained independence from the United Kingdom. 173 years ago, back in 1858, India came under direct British rule. India attained independence following decades of nationwide non-violence movements of non-cooperation and civil disobedience led by Indian National Congress under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal, Nehru and the such. That non-violence Satyagraha movement was to become a model for the rest of the world in later decades. Nelson Mandela of South Africa and Martin Luther King Jr. of USA drew inspiration from that non-violence movement. Today, incredible India is the world's largest democracy and the most populous nation on earth, with more than 1.4 billion people. India is a home to several ancient civilizations and empires, as far back as 2500 BCE. For a continuous duration of nearly 1700 years, from the year 1 ACE, India was the topmost economy, constituting 35 to 40% of the world's GDP. Since 1991, continuing economic liberalization has moved the country towards a market-based economy. At last, India has arrived once again as a global player. Indus Valley civilization flourished between 2800 BCE to 1800 BCE. Both the Malabar and Coromandel coasts were the sites of important trading centers from as early as the 1st century BCE for trade between India, Mediterranean region and Southeast Asia. The Indian economy was the largest and the most prosperous throughout the world history and continued to be the same powerhouse under the Mughal Empire up until 18th century. The Mughal Empire had a thriving industrial manufacturing economy, and with India producing about 25% of the world's industrial output up until 1750.
Celebration. Although we're in Chicago, with the presence of the Maharaj, it feels like we're right in India.
Let me take a photograph between them.
Oh, okay. Perfect. So,
I'd like to thank each and every member of FIA who called me as the guest of honor. And before I conclude, let us all Bharat and the America Indians. Thank you so much.
I'd like to honor Rajaji. My Vice President, Mr. Dan Singapuri, will honor Rajaji on this occasion.
In 2022, India emerged as one of the fastest growing economies of the world. India's 2023 estimated nominal GDP is US $3.75 trillion, making it the world's fifth largest economy. India's 2023 estimated purchasing power parity PPP GDP is a staggering US $13 trillion, making it the world's third largest economy.
Let's honor our war heroes here. Without him, we would not have been free.
भारत माता की वंदे 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 सबका साथ सबका विकास
Let's
Largest democracy in the world. Largest democracy in the world. Flying over the Daily Senate. And there's also something special about the fact that these children who are here, all of these children, albeit little girls today, yeah?
India also has quietly become an agricultural powerhouse that is now a net exporter of food. The age-old stereotype images of beggars and snake charmers are a thing of the past. India is now making an enormous progress in medicine, information technology, computing, rocket science, space race, so on and so forth. India aspires to be a middle-income country in next 25 years. Go for it, India, go for it. My bucket list is to stay alive, well and kicking, to see that proud day. USA is where my heart, home, wife, children and grandchildren are. But I'm still a native son of India and proud of her achievements, even though I left her more than half a century ago to make a decent living. I had no choice. Is there a doctor in the house? Yes, there is, and he's on time for a change. He opines the following way. The post-independent long-term trend of India infant mortality is declining. The current infant mortality rate for India in 2023 is 26.62 deaths per 1,000 live births, a 3.89% decline from previous year of 2022. Maternal mortality rate MMR trends are favorable. Availability of safely managed drinking water is on the rise throughout India. Safely managed sanitation services are on the rise, making people's day-to-day life better. The current life expectancy for India is 70.42 years, a slight increase over 2022. Poverty levels, child malnutrition issues in general are slowly but surely are on the run. India runs 12,617 trains daily to move 23 million people inside the vast country. People are living longer, healthier, and happier. What more do you need? What more do you expect from her? Written, narrated, and directed by Dr. M.S. Patil, M.D., Beyond the Shadow of Doubt. Originally made in India, but finally tuned in Chicago for more than half a century, in the very heart of Chicago, Illinois, USA. Jai Hind. Thank you kindly.